Well, we have on view our Andy Warhol Silver Clouds, and this is the very first time that the Silver Clouds are being presented in the region, and we're really delighted to be able to present them here at Artisphere. I saw them for the very first time in New York over 10 years ago at the Queens Museum of Art, and I remember having gone through the museum and then going into this room that had all these things floating that you weren't really sure what to do, and there was a guard in the room and people started touching, and you felt like you've just spent the afternoon observing all these rules, and then you went into this room and all the rules were broken, and people were just having a wonderful time and experiencing art really differently. And for me, that I'm really delighted to be able to bring that opportunity to people here in Arlington. Because of the nature of the installation, you actually are able to participate in the installation. So you're part of the artwork, and you get to experience Andy Warhol in a totally different way than you would have if you would have seen one of the other retrospectives. So a different way to experience art and a different way to experience Andy Warhol. The basis for this creation is really based on a conversation that Andy Warhol had with an engineer from Bell Labs named Billy Kluver. And so Andy Warhol approached him and asked him if he would create a floating light bulb for him. And so they came back with this material called Scotch Pack, which is what looks like Mylar, and said, you know, we couldn't do the light bulb, but we invented this material. Can you do something with this? And they started playing with it, and then Andy Warhol said, let's make some clouds. Very cutting edge for the 60s, and it's really fundamental to what we do here at Artisphere as well, is presenting artists who are using new technologies in their work as well.
I think that Andy Warhol, this exhibit in particular coming to Arlington, sort of marks a milestone. Given Andy Warhol's significance in contemporary art, I mean, he's one of the most transformative figures in modern art, and the fact that this exhibit is coming, to our region, which is a coup in and of itself, but the fact that it's coming to Arlington, I think is really, really significant. Artisphere is, a relative newcomer, but I think they've made some real strides in establishing Arlington as a cultural center. The Frida Kahlo exhibit last year was a major milestone. I think the Silver Clouds exhibit this year is a major milestone. And I think that when people arrive here, they're going to be blown away by what they see.
It's very accessible for all ages. It's not, you don't have to have a certain art knowledge to experience this or be a certain age to appreciate this. And I think, when you experience art in a different way, it has a long-term and lasting impression than if you're just seeing something visual on a wall. We also have a family day that, again, we'll have a range of activities for children when we're considering the children's knowledge of art and also the way they experience art. So that day will be a really fun and interesting day for them as well. That's the whole thing. I mean, when I saw this for the first time, everybody in the room was smiling, and that's sort of one of the features that I love about this installation, that it does get people to smile. They're in motion from September 12th through October 20th, exclusively here at Artisphere.